the India-Cyprus Trade Conference held in Kochi, India, on Tuesday, 6th of February 2024. This conference is not just a gathering, it's a pivotal moment designed to ignite the flames of trade promotion and foster stronger relations between Cyprus and the Indian state of Kerala. With the anticipation of approximately 60 to 70 esteemed business leaders in attendance, representing small and medium-scale industries from various regions of Kerala, this event promises to be a dynamic platform for collaboration and growth. Amidst the bustling atmosphere of the conference, now it's time for the interview with His Excellency, Mr. Evagoras Vryonides, the distinguished guest of the program and the High Commissioner of the Republic of Cyprus. In this exclusive interview, we delve into the insights and perspectives of Mr. Vryonides, exploring the significance of bilateral trade between India and Cyprus, as well as the potential avenues for future cooperation. Join us as we uncover the essence of this impactful exchange and gain valuable insights from one of the key figures shaping the landscape of international trade relations.
We welcome His Excellency, and we are truly honored to have you here with us, sir. It's a pleasure. You're with British Herald and Asian Herald. It's a Herald media network. And first, I would like to put across a question. Cyprus is home to numerous UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the remarkable archaeological site of Paphos. How do these ancient treasures influence the island's tourism industry, and what measures are in place to attract Indian investment in the tourism sector?
Thank you very much for having me on forum. I'm very pleased to be here in Kerala. It's true that due to Cyprus's long history, several historical sites have been declared on the UNESCO World Heritage List, from ancient sites of European, the Neolithic settlement, to various Byzantine churches in the Tudus Mountains, and lately even intangible items like embroidery and even food items. We try to incorporate these items in the itinerary of visitors. Cyprus, as you know, has a very strong industry. We have been very blessed with beautiful weather, sunny beaches, and very good food. So we would like to make known all these elements to the Indian population that wishes to visit Cyprus, and we hope very soon we will see huge numbers of Indians visiting our island.
Fantastic. It's wonderful. I'm surely the Indians would be awaiting a chance to live to Cyprus here.
Yes.
Cypriot cuisine is a delicious blend of Greek, Turkish, and Middle East influences, with halloumi cheese being one of its most famous exports.
Yes.
Can you share more about the importance of local products and dishes in promoting Cypriot culture abroad?
Yes, indeed, halloumi is our national product in berry, and there has been a lot of internal debate actually on the percentages of sheep and goat milk with halloumi. Finally, it was passed that it has to be at least 25% to maintain the original traditional flavor of halloumi. I think these domestic products, endemic products, I would say, are important in every country, in every culture, because they show exactly what the culture is about, how did the products came to be, why the people love them so much, and why they're so popular around the world.
Okay, fantastic. With our wine-making history that stretches back over 4,000 years, Cyprus is one of the world's oldest wine producers. How does this rich heritage contribute to the island's agritourism, and are there specific wine routes of festivals that visitors should not miss?
Yes.
Okay.
We have been also blessed with having a wide variety of vineyards on the island because of its unique location and its explicit climate. The most famous is the so-called Mandaria, which has been produced since the time of the Templar Knights in medieval times, and it has been called the wine of the kings and the kings of wine. They're very famous. The Enofis as a whole, they come from all over the world to try the special wines of Cyprus. We are not a huge producer in terms of numbers because of the scale. The vineyards are limited in numbers, but the last few years, several house wines have been produced in small wineries. Many Cypriots now go abroad to study the science of wine, and it has become somehow a new item on the Cypriot plate.
Fantastic here. Cyprus has been a favorable destination for Indian investors. What initiatives are the Cyprus government taking to further attract Indian investment, particularly in areas like technology and renewable energy, as you spoke today?
Yes, we have one of the lowest corporate tax rates in Europe at only 12.5%, so that in itself is a major attraction for people who want to invest. Also, the last 2 years we have found carbohydrates in our exclusive economic zone, meaning oil and natural gas. And Cyprus has made agreements with a number of international companies to drill and transport these goods inland. I'm referring to our Americans, ExxonMobil and Noble. I'm referring to the Italian Eni, the French Total, the Korean Kogas, and many others. So it should be interesting for Indians that work in this energy sector to approach Cyprus and create some alliance. I say alliance, and I'm reminded of the International Solar Alliance, which was initiated by India, which is a group of nations using the sun as the dominant producer of energy. Cyprus is a member of the International Solar Alliance, and during the last meeting here in Delhi a few months ago, we became a member of the Credentials Committee. So we will now be able, with other countries, to evaluate the entry of new countries into this alliance.
So cultural and educational exchanges have been pivotal in strengthening bilateral relations. Given the success of various festivals in Cyprus, are there plans to host similar Cypriot cultural events or festivals in India to promote cultural exchange and understanding between our two countries?
Yes, in fact, we have a bilateral agreement on culture, which was signed in 1980. And every 4 years, we sign an executive program. Very soon, we will sign the new executive program, which will cover the period 2024 to 2027. I'm in close contact with the leadership of the ICCR, the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, in order to finalize the text. I'm happy to report that recently a dance group of Cyprus, of modern dance, came to India and performed in various cities, from Delhi to Jammu. And within this month, February, another musical group will perform in various cities. So the willingness is there. We would like to see more of Indian musicians and artists in
Come to Cyprus and exchange our culture.
Yes, during the Biennale here at the Red Fort, I met some musicians that were playing Indian classical music, and I invited them to visit. So hopefully, within the next few months, we can arrange a visit.
Sure. Should the fintech sector's growth in Cyprus, how do you envision these innovations impacting trade relations and financial transactions between Cyprus and India?
Well, benefits on both sides. I know that in the region that we are now on, and more to the west, the IT technology and the artificial intelligence and anything that has to do with technology is flourishing. At the same time, in Cyprus, there is a growing demand for this type of personnel, for IT technicians and personnel that can work in these areas. A lot of Cypriot startups use this technology, and we have a number of very big international companies like World Gaming which established themselves now in Cyprus due to the tax benefits that we said, which will also need to employ technical personnel. So I think in the next few months, the next few years, we will see an influx, a movement of high-skilled personnel in the technological and AI area.
Yes.
From India to Cyprus.
Fantastic here. Can you discuss any recent or upcoming policy changes that might impact trade relations between Cyprus and India, and how businesses can prepare for these changes?
India is considered a strategic partner in terms of commercial activity and economic activity. We are planning to have a presidential visit this year from Cyprus to India. As I said in the presentation here, our foreign ministers met 3 times the last 2 years. So there is an obvious willingness to enhance this very strong bilateral relation. And I hope that the next few years we will see the opening of our honorary consulate in Mumbai. Currently we have one in Kolkata. And maybe one day, why not in Kerala?
Fantastic. That's great. Sustainability and green growth are increasingly important to globe trade. How do Cyprus and India plan to incorporate these principles into their trade and investment strategies?
Well, as a member of the European Union, we have to follow strictly the EU policy on gas emissions and anything related to green policies, and we are. And as we know, there exists the free trade agreement between the European Union and India, which is being discussed currently. I am hopeful that we will reach an agreement in order to sign it and implement it, so India as a country and the European Union as a whole and all the inhabitants of these areas will benefit in the days to come.
Fantastic. So it's been taken care of for sure. Okay. How does Cyprus position itself as a gateway for Indian businesses to the European market, and what advantages does this offer to Indian investors?
Well, Cyprus is the closest country that India has, which is a member of the European Union. So it's naturally a gateway, an entry point, if you will, of Indian individuals and businessmen into the European Union market. I have heard from one of the participants that they plan to start the manufacturing process in Cyprus. Now, this can be anything from leather products to tea. The point is, if you import them into Cyprus in huge quantities and you manufacture them there, you package them there, then automatically they become a secure product, and therefore a European product. Therefore, they can be exported to all the countries of the European Union tax-free. So I see this as a great benefit to business, in Indian businessmen.
Very true, yes. I heard the taxation is quite low out there, right, in Cyprus, so this could probably show a lot of benefits for business people.
Yes, we have one of the lowest taxes in Europe, corporate tax, 12.5%. But as I said, the exportation or the customs taxes would be nil, because within the European Union, there's no tax between one country and another. So if these Indian products make it to Cyprus, there will be tax entering from the foreign country, or a third country it was. But once in Cyprus, they can be packaged there and then freely, tax-free, sent to any other countries.
So all the business people could enjoy the benefit of
yes, they should. If I was a businessman of India, of Kerala, I would proceed with this.
Yes, indeed. Finally, Your Excellency, what message would you like to convey to Indian businesses and investors about the opportunities in Cyprus, and to Cypriot businesses about the opportunities in India?
To the businessmen of India, I would say investigate the corporate law and the tax regime and see for yourselves how easy it is to establish a business in Cyprus. Now we have the electronic registration of companies.
Okay.
So within 1 or 2 days, provided all the documents are prepared, somebody from India can have a business registered in Cyprus, so it has become extremely easy. And to the people of Cyprus, I would say, come to India. It's a vast country, a huge economy with several different aspects. I strongly believe that there is a lot of opportunity for profit and for the mutual benefit of businessmen between Cyprus and India.
Fantastic. Would you have something special to talk about the younger generation? Like, for example, having an exchange program for youngsters, children who are benefiting, who are just coming out of school, out of colleges. I heard that Cyprus has a very good potential of, studies out there, education policies and all that. So, could you give us a brief explanation for the students?
Yes, we welcome students. Actually, we give visas daily to Indian youngsters to go and study at the university or at the college in Cyprus. And as I mentioned in my presentation, in November and December of 2022, our two foreign ministers signed a letter of intent for the migration and mobility agreement. This will cover all the aspects of employment in Cyprus, of studying in Cyprus, of young students moving into Cyprus to study a first degree or a second degree, and in some places for employment.
Okay. Fantastic. I thank you so much, Your Excellency,
My
for
pleasure. Thank you for
sharing your
having me
time
on the
with
phone.
us. It's fantastic having you.
Good to meet you.
God
Thank you.
bless you.